You are Piers Corbyn, a climate scientist. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. I'm a climate scientist and a long-range weather forecaster and run this company, weatheraction.com. And my origin is a physicist and theoretical physicist from Imperial College, and also a astrophysicist, which relates very much to how we do long-range forecasting and understand weather and climate.
So last week we filmed a video of you at Islington Council Environment and Climate Scrutiny Committee.
Yes, that's right. It was very clear. I said, look, my understanding, councillors, is that man-made climate change does not exist. And I held up this graph which shows that carbon dioxide levels, the green, follow the changes in temperature, not the other way around. So carbon dioxide is not driving, it's being driven. And I said, look, councillors, please, that means the basis of all your policies on these matters are invalid. And I suggest we have a debate about it. So please, will you organise a public debate with experts both sides?
Why do you think TikTok banned the video?
Well, I think they're scared of the truth coming out or even discussing this. But you see, look, these council meetings have to be public. The council has to issue everything that happens in the scrutiny committees, and for anybody to suppress it is completely wrong and against English law. What are they frightened of? Well, they're frightened of the truth coming out that man-made climate change does not exist, because, of course, the Chinese economy makes a huge amount of money by building wind farms, solar panels, electric vehicles and so forth to sell to the West, because the West believe in this nonsense, whereas China doesn't have any restrictions to enforce this nonsense upon their own population.
As a climate scientist, how do you feel that qualifies you to hold these discussions with elected officials who are implementing poverty-inducing energy policies?
Well, I am very qualified. We do successful forecasting. We're challenging everyone to debates. I've taken part in debates and discussions on these issues all over the world, including in Beijing and in New York and in Colorado and in different states of America and in South Africa and so forth. So, certainly I am qualified to speak, and we want the other side to produce people also qualified to speak from their point of view.
We uploaded the same video to different video platforms. This was due to be your first video on TikTok.
Yes, that's right. I wanted to be my first video on TikTok, and they chopped it off before it appeared. I mean, my God, that's ridiculous.
Do you think it is unusual that the only platform to block your video was created with a large input from the Communist Party of China?
Well, I think that might be the clue to it, because their whole economy has got, it's based on this lie. It's a climate con, and they don't apply it to their own population, so I think they know it's a lie.
What chance do you think young people have of understanding climate science and a balanced debate about it if TikTok block it from reaching their captured market of the West's younger audience?
Well, they've got to switch who they look at. I mean, I can understand why they like TikTok, but you see, they could come to weatheraction.com. There's stuff going to be on there. Come to the United Front, which is trying to draw together all these issues, concerns and problems happening around the world because of what's going on with the World Economic Forum. And China should be standing up against these oppressions, not going along with them.
Do you think these actions of removing a video of a council scrutiny meeting in Britain, of which the public have full and open access, is interfering in local democracy?
Well, it is. It's ridiculous. I mean, imagine if there's a film of a Communist Party plenum conference, and then, I'm running some channel and ban it, or the government bans it, or the BBC bans it. I mean, surely that would be something pretty serious. I mean, we can't have this sort of suppression of democracy.
Would you encourage other people to scrutinise the often hidden climate policies of their local councils?
Completely. We're going around the country and contacting groups in every area to say, go along and ask the same question. Just go to the scrutiny committee, which have to be open to questions, either by directly as you speak in the meeting, or they might ask you to fill in a form and make a deputation, but they have to answer to scrutiny and say, look, we don't believe the man-made climate change story, so we want you to convince us through a debate with both sides.
And you're going to be doing a weekly live stream answering people's questions.
That's right. We do a weekly live stream. Come along to theunitedfront.uk and check out the science on weatheraction.com.